sure Joey's just picked up a few new followers as well, Joe, and that's it for our sport.
Thanks for that, Nate. Stay with us after the break. Livio joins us and he'll have all the weather details for us.
Good evening, Livio, Regano with tonight's weather. The Sunshine State is starting to resemble a wood-fired oven as the heatwave warning area expands coastward and engulfs some of the more densely populated eastern districts. Inland areas are carrying the biggest burden, with temps more than 10 degrees above average and no end in sight to the stifling conditions. Already our temperatures are above average and the trend will continue, with northerly winds dragging in a continuous train of equatorial air. Our top in Townsville today was 31 degrees. On the satellite loop, the eastern half of Queensland is pretty dry, except, of course, the thunderstorms that blew up over Darling Downs this afternoon. We were expecting those, but a lot more isolated than they have been. And, of course, some more storms further west, just ahead of the inland trough, which you'll see in just a moment. Let's have a look at today's chart. The inland trough is basically the delineator of the heatwave conditions, because ahead of it, the entire state of Queensland is under the influence of those very hot northwesterly winds dragging equatorial air down. It's expanded the heatwave area almost to the coast and certainly over the southern half of Queensland. On tomorrow's chart, that trough starts to march eastward again. We still got to wait for another cold front to catch up with it before it becomes a problem with thunderstorms. There will be some around though. But then on the outlook charts, you can see that trough moves into eastern Queensland. A front joins up with it. And Friday onwards will be a fairly volatile time for thunderstorms across southern Queensland. Too early to tell whether they'll be severe, and the tropics will continue hot with no rain. Now the latest from the Weather Bureau. Boating forecast for Townsville waters, east to northeast winds 10 to 15 knots tomorrow. Much the same on Friday, a little bit light. From first quarter moon. Herbert and Burdekin, a bright sunny day and rather warm again. Townsville 22 to 32 degrees, Ayr also 32, Ingham 33, Northern Goldfields and Upper Flinders a heat wave warning for western parts. Dry with a high fire danger. Charters Towers 17 to 37 degrees, Georgetown 41. Looking ahead for Townsville, despite our reputation for tropical heat, this is actually one of the best places in Queensland to be right now, with tempering sea breezes keeping us in the low 30s. And that's all for this evening, folks. Pleasure to have your company as always, and thanks for watching 7 Local Weather. I'll be back tomorrow with more. Hope you can join me then. Now it's back to the team.
Great, thanks for that, Livio. And that's all from us for this Wednesday. Thanks for your company.
Just a reminder, if you'd like to catch anything from our news again, you can see that on 7plus, or of course download the 7 News app. So from everyone here, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night.
Good night.